Sayyidina Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu, one of the most learned companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and the first governor of Yemen, who was sent by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam as the governor of Yemen. When he was living in Medina, beside praying in Masjid al-Nabawi behind Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would also serve as an imam at a neighborhood masjid. During the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there were two main masajid in the vicinity of Madinatul Munawwara: Masjid al-Nabawi, the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Masjid Quba. But beside these two masajid, there were several small masajid scattered within different neighborhoods of Madinatul Munawwara. So Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu used to lead prayer in one of those masajid. And most often he would lead Salatul Isha. He would first pray Isha behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then rush to his masjid and lead prayer for his people who would be waiting there. So one night, Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu, he led the prayer and he opened Surah Al-Baqarah. So when he continued with Surah Al-Baqarah, one of the muqtadis, he prematurely terminated his prayer. He said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And then he started his own prayer. He did short prayer and went home. So someone told on him. After the prayer ended, whenever it ended, subhanallah. After the prayer ended, someone went to Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu and he said, so and so was standing next to me, and when you started reciting Surah Al-Baqarah, he broke his prayer and then he finished his own prayer, short prayer, and then he went home. So Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu, he said about that person, innahu munafiq, that person is a hypocrite, which was a huge accusation and something that was very, very serious. And Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu is not an ordinary companion of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is, as a matter of fact, by the words of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the most knowledgeable of all companions regarding halal and haram. أعلمهم بالحلال والحرام. He had the most knowledge of what is halal, what is haram, from among all the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That tells you how much knowledge he had. When the Prophet ﷺ is certifying someone, of course, that person has no flaw in that certification. So that man somehow learned about what Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu called him as well. So he became very hurt because he was not munafiq. So he went to the Prophet ﷺ and he told the Prophet ﷺ, he said, Ya Rasulullah, we are those people, we work hard, we work in our farms, we take our camels and get water from the wells and bring it home. So we work all day long, we get very tired, and then finally when we come for Salatul Isha, then one of your companions who is our Imam, he starts reciting Surah Al-Baqarah. And we don't have the energy. We don't have, by that time, we just want to pray quickly and go home and sleep. So he started Surah Al-Baqarah. So I ended my prayer and I did my own prayer in a short recitation, and then I went home. So does that make me munafiq? Does that make me a hypocrite? But he called me a hypocrite. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam became very angry. And he called Mu'adh bin Jabal. And he said, Ya Mu'adh, afattanun anta? Afattanun anta? Afattanun anta? O Mu'adh, are you going to put people in hardship by your actions? Are you going to put people in trial by your actions? Are you going to do that to people? You're causing people to run away from masjid and from the prayer by reciting lengthy surahs in prayer. So then the Prophet ﷺ told him, "Iqra wash-shamsi wa duhaha wa sabbih isma rabbikal a'la." Recite small surahs like Sabbih isma rabbikal a'la and wash-shamsi wa duhaha. Don't recite long surahs in a prayer where there are people who are not able to take it. If you happen to be in a place where people have nothing else to do and they're relaxed, like in Ramadan, we come mentally prepared to stand in long Taraweeh prayers, then there's no harm. But if people are not prepared to do that, and if people are not capable of standing for a long time in prayer, then don't make it hard for them. This will cause them not to come to the masjid. You want people to come to the masjid. You don't want to give people a reason not to come to the masjid. So the Prophet ﷺ literally stopped him from doing that. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man amma minkum falyukhaffif." When one of you becomes the imam and he leads prayer, he should make it light and make it short. He should not make it long. Like the Prophet ﷺ wouldn't make it very long. His prayer would be the most moderate prayer, most balanced prayer. It wouldn't be too long, it wouldn't be too short. Because he was considerate of people who were behind him. Because behind you, there could be someone who's elderly, there could be someone who's sick, there could be someone who is weak, there could be someone who's tired. So take into consideration those who are behind you and care about them. Don't only try to fulfill your desire. It's a good desire to have to recite long surahs, but if that is putting other people in hardship, then don't do that. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.